notes. Go ahead and read these real quick and skip the video if you don't want to listen to me talk. Boom. Senfer DT6. I do not have the box. I accidentally threw it away. I promise you that I would have, opened it up and showed that there was nothing in there and then threw them out of camera as I usually do, but, excuse my professionalism. Bring them on up close here, real close. These housings feel very well made. Different materials go into them. They're nice and metal. They're really shiny and neo chrome, whatever you call it. No, I don't know what it's called. Black chrome. The little design on there. They are, for fuck's sake, focus. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. There's some venting on the back. And they are MMCX. Oh, that was the fingernail trick for anybody who doesn't know. You just stick your fingernails in there and pinch, and it comes right out. Do not just yank on these fuckers. You'll break them. Anyway. Got the little... I hate this fucking camera. Got the little screen in there. For those of you who give a shit about what the screen looks like. Ear tips are not great. Funny story, the red ones that they sent me were deformed. The red ones they show off in their promotional material. Well, one of them was deformed. The other one, compressed, all shitty in my ear, so I wasn't that upset about it. I wouldn't have used them anyway. The other ear tips they sent weren't especially impressive. But whatever. I'm going to go over comfort real quick. These are super duper comfortable up to a point. And that point is when this ring right here starts to bug you like nobody's fucking business. I mean, you can wear these for probably a while. Oh my god, I lost an ear tip. Probably a while. And you'll be fine. And then you'll just hit this moment where they are uncomfortable as all hell. Moving on. Cable. It's TRN-esque. Just in the way that it's kind of thin. It's black. It's double braided. You got a little microphone buttony thingy. It's kind of small. Whatever. Most people don't use it when they're just listening to music, I guess. Split. No strainer leafing on the top. Strainer leafing on the bottom. Oh, God. 4-core section. And then this straight jack that spins kind of like the Hi-Fi T2s. I don't like this. When I dug these out of wherever they were, that was unspun, and I didn't realize it, and I plugged these in, and they sounded all fucked up, and that was the reason why I think it uses this casement to ground or something, and having it spun back too far, nothing sounded right. So anyway, sorry this is so fucking long. God damn. Audio. It's so out of focus. Midi Bass. At their peak, these are about 10 decibels over the mid-range. And the sub-bass is quite impressive. You'll get a lot of rumble out of these. There's no boominess. They have a good texture. I quite like the bass coming out of these. I feel like it's very well tuned. Even people who don't like super elevated bass profiles, I think, could appreciate these because they don't interfere with, say, like metal tracks, with like kick drums and stuff. They don't sound all bloated and boomy and awful. They come out quite nicely. You'll notice they have kind of their own unique roll-in curve. I haven't seen that curve used very often. It does look like it bleeds down into the mids a little bit, but it's like such a gradual slope that it works out quite well. Mid-range is kind of weird on these. So the lower mid-range is quite good, and the upper mid-range has some weird shit going on with it to where female vocals, particularly high female vocals, can come out forward, and low female vocals can come out back. And it's just a little bit weird. It's not a huge deal. The mid-range is mostly just fine on these, but if you switch around your music a lot and listen to a lot of female and male vocals, you might notice that, and it might annoy you a little bit, so just pay attention to that. Treble. If you look at the graph, there are peaks that come up above the mid-range, but overall, if you look at it, if you were to smooth everything down, it's more of a roll-off than anything. So there's no pierce, there's no sibilance, there's no nastiness in the treble, but you will actually notice that certain frequencies are kind of underrepresented compared to others. I find the treble on these to be pretty good overall, not bad really. Especially good for somebody who's very treble sensitive, but they do sound a little bit dull compared to some of the other stuff that I've listened to, especially the stuff coming out of China where they just make everything bright as shit. Soundstage on these is huge, very impressive. There was a track by Shiza that I was listening to. I don't remember which one it was, sorry, but there's a lot of negative space in that track, kind of just airy middleness where either nothing can happen or everything can happen. And on these, everything happens there because it sounds like everything is just going and it's dope. I quite like it. Impressive imaging, very impressive for the price of these things, and quite good just in general. Cross-channel effects do come through quite nicely. You can kind of imagine that things are here or here or here or whatever. That's a little bit subjective, but whatever. And great instrument separation. So these would make for quite a badass metal headset. All of you guys out there who watch my stuff and keep asking me what set would be good for metal, this and that kind of metal, I think these would be all around great for pretty much any kind of metal. So check these out. They're not expensive. They are quite nice. I do quite dig these. That's all. Peace out.